All right, I got pause. Let's turn up audio for y'all. Here we go. All right, chat. The draw at 9 officially underway, and an exciting one of that. Gonna be your host, caster, production, everything for y'all today. It's your boy Lawler on my channel, so it kind of makes sense. If you guys are unfamiliar with what the draw is, it is a massive effort put on by not only James Bot, Rizzo, and Psyonix in the community tournaments, but it is the emphasis of not only trying to find a way to showcase new up-and-coming talent, some of the amateur bubble scene, but doing it in a way that makes sense, that draws viewership, which is our invited RLCS team. So 4 invited teams, the rest are open qualifiers, and it's a whole lot of fun. So the match we got for you guys today is the one that I have been wanting to see for the longest time, which is coming after the new edition of 13-year-olds and older can now play in the RLCS, and because of that we have Scrzbbles, Reveal, and Sosa putting a team together. And it's going to be the oldest on the crew, Sosa, putting in a goal first. But it's been an interesting conversation with Scrzbbles. Very heavily sought after, very much so hyped up. Within the pro scene, a lot of people saying, I don't know if he's ready yet. So a lot to prove here. On top of that, you then have Reveal, who's former Team Zealous, who I think arguably one of the best understandings of how to just play the game. Reveal's positional awareness, his game IQ reminds me of a player of someone like a Tao, where knows when and when not to challenge. Just a really intelligent player, and that puts a lot of weight on Sosa because he's gonna have to be that veteran. He's gonna have to be that vocal leader, the one to really bring it all together, as he's the one with the most experience. On the other side, Lotus 8, a team that's been here and there on the bubble, trying to find their form. Glad to see them getting some love, both from the organization as everybody else, as they're trying to sweep through, finding a demo. It's going to be Reveal again, sweeping back through on the defensive end. Easy save and able to play it to the corner. Skippy deciding to go a little bit more direct. A little bit of fake draws out of the defender, but still in the midfield. Scrzbbles going to come crashing down. It's a pre-jump. Lands on top of one, going to have to rotate out. And thrown back into the midfield. Can't find a connection, so Sosa, last man back, trying to go for a solo play and gets absolutely dunked. Settles into the corner. Sosa with plenty of time decides to back out, and it should fall into the lap of Scrzbbles, who off the back wall. Secondary flip past one. Challenged well by Lev. Might have another. Drops down. Scrzbbles. Can he find a redirect? No, he's just going to go for the fake and a bump. Nobody there in the midfield. This one pings around. A 1v2. And possession thrown away. So back over to the blue side. Can't get the flip reset. It looked like Reveal had something there to extend the play, but now in an awkward position. It's a free double touch. No, Sosa sweeping through. And a pinch down the other way. Doesn't really get a whole lot of power for it. So opening couple minutes here. It was an early goal by Sosa, but outside of that, you can tell a little bit sloppy, and that's what we've been waiting to see, is how is the rotational play going to be? Are the fundamentals there? What does it look like? This competition is only going to get tougher and tougher as it's a flip reset past one, top left. But it doesn't matter. The follow-up there. Can it be a third? And it is. Reveal happy to play cleanup. Treehouse 2-0. And good to see the consistent pressure. You don't really necessarily have to do anything too crazy, especially in this first game, is just settle the nerves and let it play out. Biggest thing I want to see is how this team is going to improve over time, especially as they get more and more reps against the top dogs. I've heard some interesting reviews based upon how scrims and everything have gone, but at the end of the day, scrims are just that. Sosa, double touch, can't find the connection, as that one's going to be an easy counterattack night. A little doink over the side. Both him and his teammate coming together to make a good play. Back across. Sosa staying patient. Trying to go for a delayed challenge. Does manage to get it to Reveal. He puts immediate pressure on target. Should allow him deny boost in the corner. Uses wall dashes and secures the midfield and the back corner. So 300 boost for reveal. Unfortunately for him, it doesn't go over 100. Let's see what he can do with it. Brings it to the midfield before Knight brings it back the other way. Scrzbbles happy to slow it down and dribble it in front of his net, which seems like a threat, but a little bit of confidence out of him. Sosa gonna boom possession away. Floats up high. Reveal first to it. Off the corner. Can get a secondary touch. Goes in front of the net. Nobody there for the follow-up. Pretty patient on the defensive half from Treehouse. It's a good pre-jump. Stop by Lev. Trying to chase down and create an opportunity. Find a demo. Anything. As Treehouse again, happy to just boom this one away. So a 1-goal lead is all it's going to take in Treehouse in game 1. Overall, first game doesn't seem too complicated. I think they're playing pretty simplistic. I would say. I wouldn't say there was anything crazy or anything way over the top, which I think is good. Again, you want to ideally settle into these series. You want to make sure that you're not doing too much, which is really solid. And the fact that everybody's getting involved doesn't seem like any one person's been isolated or in an awkward situation. I will say that there has been a lot of these traps, and then they bring it down in front of their own net, which, again, if you're behind it, you can force a 50. It's solid, but very dangerous too. If Lotus picks up the pace or sweeps through with the demo and stuff, it makes it for one quick challenge and then nobody's back. So couple scary situations here and there, but overall nothing difficult, nothing too surprising. You know, very equal play. You can even see it in the field domination. So overall pretty simple, nothing too complicated, which I think is a good way to start. I think, again, with the coaching help that they are getting, you want to keep it pretty simplistic. You don't want it to go too far over the top. So we'll see how it goes. We jump into game 2. Seems like overlays and everything's good. How's audio? How's sound? How's everything for you guys? I tried to bump up the game audio a little bit. I know people usually want that a little bit louder. Good check back by Reveal to make a save. Everything's good. Volume's good. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Good balance. Sweet. Wendy, if you could add a caster command and just be like just Lawler or something like that, I'd appreciate it. Scrzbbles, good challenge over to the corner. Coming on through, looking for a demo. Not going to find it, but Reveal sweeping through. Slow and patient in front of the net. Scrzbbles parks the bus, trying to flip back into it. 50 doesn't go in his favor, but doesn't matter. The defense has recovered. Sosa yet again. Staying patient, slow in the field, and it's going to be a fake challenge. And ends up throwing it over to his teammate. You can tell there's definitely some clear decision-making that's been influenced by the coach. Understanding you don't have to challenge and go for everything. As long as it's communicated, you got a teammate nearby, and it gives you a free possession. And seems to be working quite nicely. Lev off the ceiling. Can they get the recovery? It's actually off target. Should have been a goal for Lotus 8. Had a wide open net. Just needed to fall on it to the right a little bit more. But now it's an infield pass. Sosa can't get the second nose on it. So it is going to clear back the other way. Scrzbbles control the midfield. Over the top of one on an almost open net. Skippy able to fly back through. Sosa bullies his way to get possession back for his team. Over the top of one off the backboard. Finds a teammate until Reveal comes flying in aggressively. Able to intercept to keep the pressure here for Treehouse as it's above the net. They need to find a way to get it clear. Multiple ways you can do that. Whether you want to trap the ball, force a 50, and then play it out slow, or just go for a booming clear. But how long will that alleviate the pressure? It's a whole different story. As a pinch off the corner does not matter. Completely controlled. A couple threatening shots here for Lotus 8. As it's a back pass to Skippy. Takes it high. A chance for a double. Plays it in field, but doesn't matter. Defense of Treehouse in position, ready to make a save. Going down on the midfield. It's a good 50. Right back in. As both teams jockey for possession. Sosa is able to get past one and now hunting for a demo. Able to find it. Reveal dodges one of his own. Into the midfield yet again. And it's a slow trap. Pass one, but gets demoed for it. Treehouse back with possession, and Sosa can't quite get to it yet again. Again, a little bit of boost play. If he can get around it, might be able to get a pass to his teammate. Sweeping through Reveal. Good touch. Needs to get past one. It's a shot on target, and Reveal with a little bit of space gonna punish. Very controlled touches. Someone that I think everybody needs to pay a little bit more attention to. Just has a really good understanding. Again, aggressive to the ball, able to beat the challenge. And then as soon as it comes off that sidewall, slows it down, creates some space. And then it's just a good shot on target. Treehouse after the kickoff does maintain possession, but a good flick puts a shot top right. Saved by the defense of Treehouse until Reveal able to get a recovery, but does get demoed in the process. Scrzbbles having to dodge multiple, gets past two, another 50 in front of the net. Creates so much time for his team. Is anybody going to be able to capitalize? Reveal. Slow challenge, trying to force that 50 out and past, but cannot do it. Lotus 8 recovers well, is in the midfield. It's played up high. Knight, a pass back down, but somehow Sosa gets a nose on it, so it makes it a little bit awkward. This Lotus 8 sweeps through, trying to find a couple shots of their own. It's been high flying, trying to force it in the air. But the positioning of Treehouse has been pretty dang solid. Almost always have an answer for something on defense. It's gonna be a Cookser pinch down the side wall and immediately cleared away. And there's been a lot of opportunities, I think, for Lotus 8. You know, these big clears from Treehouse, if they trap them, rather instead of kind of popping up high. Kind of reminds me of how South America's playstyle has really evolved as well over the years, where most of the time they don't boom it. They go for a solo play and an air dribble. And at least then you get a forced defender coming at you. But Reveal happy to just play coy on that one. Again, he brings it downfield. Looks like he's going to go for a challenge and just denies the boost and backs off. You know, he's got plenty of help behind him, so... It's up to Lotus 8. Got to keep this one in the air. And Scrzbbles probably has other plans as he comes diving in. If it ends up working out. Can get underneath it? No. So Treehouse gonna go up in game 2 as well. And now put themselves at match point. But a very low scoring game. 1-0. Again, nothing complicated, chat. Also, Despot, good to see you. Appreciate the resub. Hopefully you've been well. Chat asking, you know, just came in, who's looking like the best player? And if I'm being honest, we're not gonna know yet because looks like we got to remake the lobby. So I think overall, to answer your question, I don't think there has been a best player. Selfishly, the way that I like to watch Rocket League, or the players that really engross me, always have to be the like positional people. I'm a huge fan of watching players like Reveal, Mist of the Past. Rise always has an innate understanding. Percy, like players like that just have a really good understanding of the game. Those types of players have always invoked a specific, like, oh, you get it type feeling. So I think that's part of it. But on the other side of things, I think there is definitely a thing that Reveal is doing that I think is very underutilized, which is his usage of space. You see the aggression on some of these challenges, but then on the same time, he does the complete opposite, which is slow down the pace, you know, be smart with the ball. So, like overall, it's been I talk about a team effort. It's been a low scoring game, and so it's hard to have that real big standout. But I think defensively, Scrzbbles has been doing a really good job. I think Revealed, you know, positionally, which is kind of his bread and butter, has been solid. And honestly, Sosa is just kind of filling in the gaps. So, yeah, overall, I think it's been clean play, nothing too crazy. On the other side, I think Skippy had a little bit of a missed error where he had an open net that he couldn't land on. Lev, I think, has been creating a lot of good opportunities for Lotus 8. And then Knight, I think, has just been clean play overall. So I don't think any one player in particular is really standing out. And I don't think any too big of forced issues are happening. So it's been simple play overall. Either way, back into it. Good slow play by Knight there as one leads through trying to go for a demo. This provides a really good opportunity actually for Lotus 8. Back pass over to Skippy. Shot underneath. Not going to be powerful enough. And a good decision there by Sosa until it gets punished. Had a chance to clear it far, but instead decides to keep it close. Again, he's only got one challenging, and I don't know if he has enough power to get it past Knight, who's sitting in the midfield. So deciding to keep it close to his nose, maybe force a 50, but it gets away from him. And for the first time, Lotus with a lead. Maybe we'll instill some confidence, change the playstyle a little bit, unless Sosa going to take it solo. Trying to go for a demo reveal. Shot near post, easily saved by Skippy. As they come crashing down, it's an open net until Knight can rotate through. Close save. And play back to the other side. Reveals there. It's a shot, and they tied up immediately. Intentional or not, that pass across on a dime. Immediately after the kickoff, more pressure here from Treehouse. So some Lev going down the side wall. It is Lev with a pinch that plays a pass. Goes up. And back in front of the net. Scrzbbles able to have to turn on it. Not a whole lot of boost to work with, so trying to get high. Can't quite get a nose, but reveal again. Fake chow. Play is past one. Plenty of space to work with. It's a powerful flick and a little bit high. You'd think you'd want to turn that into a shot, but a little bit close to near post. This one comes in front. It's going to force Sosa, last man back, to make a play. As it falls light in front of the midfield. Makes it easy. Scrzbbles moves on up. Trying to go for a wave dash. Trying to find a bump. Find anything extra. But extended play from Skippy. Able to bring it back all the way. And should allow Lotus to set up some offense. In the midfield. Plenty of pressure. And a good decision here by Knight. Rather than following through again, if he goes and he sends himself, he puts himself out of the play with low boost. But a big emphasis from Lotus 8, trying to bully, trying to find something to create an opportunity. There's a reveal off the ceiling, turns it into a flipper set, actually ends up going underneath. Can't quite find it as Scrzbbles the secondary touch. A little bit scary as it's thrown in the midfield. Sosa's happy to clear it away. Easy challenge from Treehouse on the defensive half. Like the decision from Sosa there. And he's got players on offense that are applying a challenge. So by slowing it down and creating a little bit of space, it allows his teammates to kind of get back into position. It also controls the pace of the game. It makes it tough to read for the offense that Lotus 8 has been trying to create. Demo again sweeping through, and great patience on the back half from Scrzbbles. He'll play it through. He's going to rotate completely out and go for the corner boost. So a chance now for Lotus 8 until Scrzbbles gets back. He's already swept through. And Sosa again. Able to break on out. Expect him to come across and find a demo. To bully off the ball. Skippy. Pass one over to Lev. Solo play chance. Trying to play it low and can. It's intercepted again. But a shot through. Not sure if Scrzbbles meant to make this touch in the air. You see it go up high. And he ends up dodging backwards. So it ends up playing it off their own backward. In those circumstances, obviously, you want to keep it high away from the net. Hopefully a little bit of control and over to the corner. So Lotus responds with a minute left. Able to gain back the lead. Skippy shot brought down. Sosa can't find the initial, but does manage to slow down and get the boost. Solo play past one, trying to force a 50. Doesn't even need to hit it. It's a huge error on the defense. And again, all the effort from Lotus completely neutralized. Knight had the read, but Sosa trying to play for the block and instead doesn't even hit it. $40 seconds to go here. And again, match point for Treehouse as they try to move up in the upper bracket. Seville shot gets bullied off of his secondary touch, and it gets played a little bit awkwardly. Either way, Knight, good recovery, able to get to the ball first as it's played in the corner. And Soft Touch is going to have to just throw this possession away unless you can chase down. Skippy does manage to grab corner boots and sweep on through, trying to find Scrzbbles, but a little bit of give and go in front of the net. It's a good shot on target. Lev is there. And a chance to avoid overtime. Figure one last play as it's dropped straight down. Can reveal, fake it out. He tries to pinch it underneath. It's a little bit off target. But instead, what could have been now brings it in overtime. Pressure to close this series out. Can Lotus 8 stay alive? No, it's a wide open net. Scrzbbles. Heartbreak for Lotus 8 as they drop to the lower bracket. Oh, it hurts. Oh, that's a tough way to go out. Man. A lot to discuss already, I think, between both. And you saw the risk being taken by Lotus 8, but an unfortunate touch in the midfield, and then it just all falls apart. Tough stuff, but realistically, you look at that roster, and I think so far from what I've seen from Treehouse is it's... I don't think average is the right word, but I don't like... I look at their play and I go, okay, I don't see overwhelming pressure. I see decent rotations. Like, it is very simplified, which I think gives you a good foundation to build upon, but it's going to take some time to really ramp up and go into the above and beyond. So